Oh, hello, welcome to my world. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, you're welcome. Today I'll be showing you guys how to make yummy, delicious Danwake. This is a northern meal, a northern Nigerian meal, and I used to have this when I was little. Here are all of the ingredients. First thing, we're going to be needing 2 boiled eggs. You guys can skip this egg, trust me, it is just a plus. Next up, we're going to be using oil and some fried onions, and I'll show you guys how to do this first. The next thing we're going to be using is a cup of water, and if the quantity you're making is more, you need more water then. We're also going to be using what we call yaji. It is grounded pepper and seasoning cube. You guys, I love to use 2 different types of yaji because one is more spicier than the other, so I just love to give it like a good combination. We're also going to be using some onions, some tomatoes, cabbage, or lettuce, whichever one you prefer to use. The next thing we're going to be using is Danwake. This is the main and most important ingredient. This is what it looks like, y'all. It is a powder like, and you see how it looks. It is very soft and it has already been processed. This is made out of beans, by the way. And here are all of the ingredients we are going to be using today, you guys. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you really like this recipe. So first things first, I'm just going to heat some oil in my pan and fry these onions. You guys, this adds extra flavor to your Danwake. Trust me, you are going to love it. And we're going to fry until it is dark brown, like so. And then we'll let it cool and set it aside. So back to the main thing. Now we have our Danwake powder in a bowl like this, and like I said, we'll be needing a cup of water. I might just not use the whole thing because I'm making this for only 1 serving, but if you're going to use or make a larger quantity, then I suggest that you need more water and more powder. And I got this powder in Nigeria. I got it in Sahad stores in Abuja, but you can get it at local markets too. The people who sell it, all the Hausa people also sell it. So what I'm just going to do is add some water and make a good mix, just like you're making a dough, but we're not going to make it as hard or in between as we make a dough. We're just going to make it really soft, but not so soggy and not so watery, not so tough, not so hard, just right, just the way I'm making it. And as you guys can see, it is still very hard a bit, so I'm trying to make sure that everything goes round. I want to make it sticky. That's the perfect word, sticky. We're going to make it sticky. You know when you're trying to make a clay combination or something like that, it's just that way. So now I'm beating it to be sure. I don't know, but my aunt used to teach me how to do this or taught me how to do this. So I'm just super used to it. So now it's perfect and it's ready to be cooked. So now I'm just going to put the mixture in a boiling water, and I'm going to show you how I'm cutting it as tiny and as small as this. And I'm just going to drop it in the boiling water and also to let it cook. This doesn't take up to 10 minutes to cook depending on the heat of your fire or depending on what you're using to cook. I'm cooking it on a medium heat right now, so that's why it didn't take up to 10 minutes to cook. So I'm just showing you guys how I'm cutting it and putting it in the water. You know the way you make your puff puff, you guys, that is just the perfect way to do it. But this time around, we're putting it in hot boiling water and not oil. We're just going to keep repeating it until it is done. So now that we're done, this is how it looks like when it's boiled. So I'm only showing you guys how to do this because whenever it foams up, it goes up and it wants to pour, you can either pour a small amount of water into the pot, or you do what I just did with the spoon, and we're just going to let it keep boiling. And between 6 to 7 minutes, it's ready. Now that I know it's ready, it turns dark. It turns a darker color. That's how I know it's ready. And I'm just going to put it in a bowl of warm water. You can use cold water, whichever one you prefer, but I still want it to be hot and not cold. And then we're going to sieve it out of the water. And this is what it looks like, a darker color. Now I've sieved everything out of the water, and this is what it looks like. This is what the Danwake looks like out of the water. And you guys, this does not take up to 15 minutes, I promise you. This is very simple, a very light breakfast, a very light dinner, and I used to have this back then when I stayed in the north. And this is how it looks like. All I just did was serve it with the egg, the lettuce or cabbage. I'm using cabbage, and this is my yaji. I mixed both and I put it there, and this is my seasoning cube which I grounded, my onions, tomatoes, the cabbage, and my 2 boiled eggs, you guys. All these toppings, everything here except the yaji and the seasoning cube, which is very compulsory. Every other thing here is just for extra flavor. This is just the perfect way it is served. And here I have my oil, which I fried with my onions earlier, like I showed you guys. And this is how you eat it. You just sprinkle the oil on top, give it a good mix, you guys. Unfortunately, I forgot to show what it looked like when I was eating it, but this is how you do it. Just give it a good mix and let everything just go around, and that's all you need for your Danwake. I hope you guys really liked this video. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, put on your notification bell, and if you know there's anything you really want me to show you guys, please let me know in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.